ESPN West Palm is highlighting the best performance of the week, presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Every week, a different team will be featured across ESPN 106.3 and ESPN West Palm Play. The winning performance receives $500, courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Do you know a team, player, or school with a killer performance? Nominate them by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Go where the pros go.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Fall in love with your favorite sweet treats at DQ Grill and Chill. Featuring the blizzards of the month, pumpkin pie with world-famous soft serve, real pumpkin pieces, whipped topping, and nutmeg. Or the French silk pie blizzard, combining all those iconic velvety rich flavors, plus new blizzards on DQ's fall menu, such as caramel Java chip, Reese's Pieces cookie dough, and salted caramel truffle. If that's too much and need a quick kick, try the new DQ White Mocha Shake. DQ Grill and Chill with 2 locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road, and US 1, just south of North Lake.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WUUB Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
I'm having the absolute most just disheartening day ever. Happy Halloween. But at least I'm not a combination of a Yankees and a Jets fan.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good heap. Happy Halloween to those who are celebrating that are in the spooky spirit. Today everything got derailed. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. What an eventful Wednesday night. I mean, I went to Kaseya Center at the Heat game to watch Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo look like they give absolutely no care in the world about winning basketball games right now or even efforting down the stretch. The Knicks dismantling the Heat in that third and fourth quarter. C-Cat, you're a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
But neither one of us were prioritizing Game 5 of the World Series last night. Where the hell were you?
You know, I was watching the game on my phone for the first couple of innings.
And you felt good, I'm sure, through 4 innings. You felt really solid.
Getting texts, fist bumping people that were around me. 5-0 Yanks.
Yeah.
Let's go. It is the opposite of the curse of the scumbag Yankee fan. I feel great. And, of course, as the drinks went to pouring, the score went to going for the Dodgers, and they tie it up, and I ended up watching the rest of the game in a pit of despair at my own apartment. Where I was micro wrestling in Boca Raton.
Yeah, so y'all went to micro wrestling. I missed this team event, micro wrestling, what's a non-offensive way to describe it? I didn't see any videos from it. I hear it's just like a bunch of really short people fighting.
Yeah. Do I make this joke?
I don't know.
Do I make this? No, I'm not going to make this joke.
You're gonna say
I'll
something
make
about
this
Tina?
joke in the second hour.
Okay,
No.
got you. We'll come back to it.
Little people that professional wrestle.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. All right. And there's a lot to unpack with that. We're going to dig into it more later because I'm told that something that I would be either disappointed in or extremely enlightened by happened. And I'm a little bit concerned. So
I made the statement before the show to everyone in the office, and I said, if you have to listen to one show in the history of Theoretically Speaking, make it today's show.
Yeah.
This will be the best show that has ever been done.
Whew. I am, again, I don't know if that is, it makes me a little nervous. Here. So as we continue on here, in the theme of Halloween, as everybody's doing their costumes, they're having a great time. You're dressed up as Argyle from Stranger Things. Right now, Argyle, by the way, is the hippie pothead man who went on the adventures with the main cast and characters. Your outfit is great. You have the long black hair dangling down. You got the yellow visor, the pizza shirt. In fact, your costume is so great, people thought you were a pizza delivery man.
Yeah, exactly. This is a spectacular Halloween costume. Thank you so much, Theo. You stopped at the store the day of Halloween with an impossible task. Make a costume that makes sense for a black guy, a blonde girl, and a white guy, and you somehow delivered.
I made it happen. Now, anybody watching the live stream on YouTube, at Theo Speaking on YouTube, that live stream presented by Prize Picks, my costume is a work in progress because, again, just like I do with most holidays, I'm a last-minute shopper. I think you're insane if you over-prepare for some of these things. Like I'm picking up Christmas gifts on the morning of. Same thing with Easter. I'm buying the eggs in the grocery store. Dude, what do you get for Easter these days? I don't know. Like, I guess I don't do anything for Easter.
Easter bread, right? Like there's a kind of bread that Easter they like put the egg in it.
The best thing about Easter is the Starburst jelly beans.
Those are good.
The Starburst jelly beans that come out all around Easter time. I used to load up on those things, especially after Easter. They'll start selling them as a discount in the convenience stores. I load up on them. Did that a lot in college. So no, last minute shopping. So literally 2 hours before the show, I'm calling CCAT, trying to figure out if he wants to be like a sexy nurse, if he wants to be like, maybe Tinkerbell or something like that. I saw Peter Pan in the office earlier, and then I settled on, boom, Stranger Things.
It makes sense.
Stranger Things works out. There's a black guy, Lucas. There is Argyle for UC Cat, and then we'll let Tina's be a surprise on the happy hour around 3 o'clock. So we'll get to all of that. But in the theme of the spookiness, in the theme of Stranger Things, and also coming off of the Dodgers winning their 8th World Series, and just that lineup, it instills a level of fear into a pitcher,
especially
even
when
the great ones.
Especially when you commit 3 errors.
Yeah.
That was one
bad.
Just fundamental Little League Baseball mishap between Rizzo and Cole, where Garrett Cole forgot to cover the bag. Anthony Rizzo just fielded the ball like it was a spring training game.
So, and again, we're going to get to the scariest team in the NFL. That's the topic of the day. We'll get to all of that. We do need to break down what the hell happened last night, if you have the gut to right now, CCAT.
What happened with me at Micro Wrestling?
No. Yes, that's probably more interesting. But the World Series, like you, are my question, did you ever get in touch with the guys who you're preparing to build the statue for outside of Yankee Stadium at Monument Park?
They never reached out back out.
The fans.
I took it upon myself using our official account.
Wow.
To get these guys in the air, and
jerks.
They never replied.
I told you, they're entitled jerks. They don't even care about you. You were giving them so much love yesterday, and these guys are too big in their britches. And also, guess what? That statue's not happening, CCAT. The Yankees lost.
I know. It makes me sad. It will be the most memorable moment of this Major League Baseball season. I think it's more memorable than Ohtani's 50-50 day in Miami, where he hit, I believe, 3 home runs in that game.
Yeah.
10 RBIs.
It's crazy.
The fans interfering with Mookie Betts in Game 4 of the World Series, that's a bigger moment in the grand scheme of things.
By the way, I'm glad Mookie Betts proved me right. And thank you for the Stranger Things theme music right there. He proved me right because yesterday there was this narrative of, oh, he was fine. He didn't care about it. he was just locked in on the fact that they lost that game, and he wanted to get back out there and win it and close out the World Series. Now that the Dodgers did win it and everything is behind him, and he got comfortable and he got on the set with David Ortiz and the fellas on Fox Sports, he finally did. Mookie Betts opened up about how he felt about those two thugs, those two hoodlum fans who reached out and grabbed Mookie Betts by the arm, tugged on him, pried at his glove, and took the ball out of his hand in Game 4. Mookie Betts, now that he's a World Series champion and he's not in the midst of play, he did break out of that shell of, it was almost Belichickian of him. And now he's being more honest. Do we have that sound?
Yeah, we got it right here.
All right, so go ahead and play. Here's Mookie Betts and his actual thoughts on what the fans made him feel.
Glad we did it.
I got 2 questions and 1 for you.
Big Poppy right there asking.
First of all, if you ever get tired of winning?
No, never.
Never, right?
Well, that's the reason why we play.
Okay, now you got to answer me. That ball that the fans tried to grab out of your glove. Yeah. What's going on? What went through your head, man?
That was wild, man. That was really wild. I've never experienced anything like that. I was telling my wife, that was like the second time in my life I've ever wanted to fight someone.
Come on.
But I get it, man. I get it. You know, I don't know if he was trying to get the ball. I don't know what he was really trying to do. But he had to do what he had to do, you know, and it is what it is.
You're too nice.
C-Cat, it's the second. Like, how many times in your life have you wanted to fight somebody?
I only want to fight somebody if I'm guaranteed that I would win the fight. And there's not that many people out there.
There's not a lot of guarantees right there.
Yeah. In college, there were a bunch of twerps. I hated college students when I was in college. So wanting to fight them, maybe 3 times.
So I would say there's been at least over 100 times for me that I've wanted to fight somebody. Now you have restraint. Not wanting to fight somebody and actually going through with it is 2 different things. You're saying you haven't had that feeling of wanting to fight somebody, but 3 times total. I think that you're lying.
Maybe I'm miscounting.
You're shortchanging yourself. The fact that this guy Mookie Betts, he was so overcome with emotions off of that interaction that he literally did want to fight those dudes. Again, it furthers my point that those dudes should be banned from baseball events for the rest of their lives. Mookie Betts, a class act, a gentleman, and he was ready to throw hands.
Yeah, I was a lot more invigorated by those Yankee fans and behind them when it looked like the Yankees might win the World Series, despite being down 3-0, winning Game 4. I'm kind of less in their corner now that the season's over.
Yeah.
And the magic is not there anymore.
That's what fandom does to you, though.
Yeah, I was pretty juiced up yesterday. We did a 2-hour radio show at a spectacular golf event at the Boca Raton, and we only talked about these 2 D-bags down the right field line at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
So, I was pretty energized with it.
And I'm glad that now you've come to your senses, and I'm glad that we can all be in agreement. Those dudes should be banned from ballparks, and also now I can finally say yes. As I wanted your Yankees to win the World Series, I'm glad that those guys won't be martyrs and celebrated in perpetuity because of their momentum swing. Okay. So, yes. We talked about the Dodgers lineup, maybe one of the scariest lineups for a pitcher to face in modern history in baseball. I saw a couple people doing lists of all-time lineups that have won World Series, and the Dodgers are, all over it, sprinkled 1, 2, 5, 3, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and rank it. I'm sure Colin Russo and Mike Rizzo will give you that on Russo and Rizzo following us from 4 to 6 here. What I will tell you is, in the NFL right now, as we're now 8 weeks in, we're about to kick off Week 9 tonight on Thursday Night Football. Texans versus Jets. Aaron Rodgers versus C.J. Stroud, where the Jets are somehow favored. There's a few teams that I believe when they are on the other side of the sideline, they strike fear. They strike fear into the very heart of the opponents. And I think there's one team specifically not playing tonight. Definitely not the Texans. I think you're more fearful if you're a fan of the Jets because you don't know what the hell is going to happen between Aaron Rodgers showing up and caring about football today or maybe them just collapsing altogether. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. There's a lot of volatility. But number 15, we don't have a proper nickname for him, Patrick Mahomes. Some people try to say Magic Mahomes. His real nickname should be the Boogeyman. Patrick Mahomes is the Boogeyman. He makes teams on the other side play outside of themselves. He had the Ravens in the AFC Championship game abandoning what they do best, which is the run game, and they only had, 7 carries in that game, Todd Monken, when he dribbled down his leg a little bit in the big moment. And then again on Thursday Night Football when the Ravens and Chiefs kicked off, the Ravens had this new shiny tool in Derrick Henry, which has proven to be very successful of a tool to have in the backfield with Lamar Jackson. And then again, seeing number 15 in that red, white, and yellow strike some fear into the guys on the other sides. He has that Tiger Woods effect. He is the boogeyman. And as an undefeated team that has been now still adding tools leading up to this trade deadline on Tuesday, following week 9 of the NFL play, the Kansas City Chiefs are the scariest team in the NFL right now. And I don't think there is one that comes close. Because if you think about it too, C-Cat, they're also still getting better. They're still adding pieces, and the offense hasn't even been clicking yet. Like Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, he joined us yesterday and said Patrick Mahomes has been the most underachieving quarterback through 8 weeks so far. Well, the Chiefs are undefeated, and he just added DeAndre Hopkins to that offense, and just Isaiah Pacheco's coming. So, like, that team, it's not just scary what they are today, it's scary what they can be. And I think that's part of the reason why this AFC arms race has sparked up with everybody adding receivers and everybody trying to be buyers at the top there. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Who is the scariest person to face in the NFL, or which team strikes the most fear in opponents right now through 8 weeks as we're on the precipice of Thursday Night Football on this Halloween spooky time? Curious to get your thoughts on it. It's got to be the Chiefs. It's got to be the fellas in red, especially at Arrowhead Stadium. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. Are you experiencing foot and ankle pain and need to see an expert in the field? Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has a team of foot and ankle orthopedic surgeons and specialists who are regarded as leaders in their specialty. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, it combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. The scariest team, the team that strikes the most fear in opponents in the National Football League through 8 weeks, it's the Chiefs. It's the easy answer, but it's the right one because not just what they are today, but what they can become as they've continued to add pieces. A pass rusher in Uche from the Patriots, DeAndre Hopkins. And you're curious to see as well what else is going to rise on the back end of this season in that offense with Patrick Mahomes. There's no way he's ending the year with more interceptions than touchdowns. C-Cat, you're a Ravens fan. Y'all just added Deontay Johnson ahead of the trade deadline. There's a lot of rumors about y'all still being buyers if you can find space in that cap. Who do you think currently is the scariest team in the NFL?
Well, it's definitely not the Chiefs. Like, the past of the Chiefs scare me. The current iteration of their team does not scare me. And maybe that's a flaw in my own right that'll lead to the ultimate demise of my Ravens fandom. But I'm not afraid of the Chiefs right now. The Chiefs, apart from the record, have done nothing for the eye test to scare me. Because when I think of the Chiefs, I think of having the greatest quarterback in the league, bar none. He's 2 tiers above the next guy in line. If he's not playing that great, sure, it's kind of intimidating that they're still winning games. But if he's not at his best, that doesn't scare me that much.
So I hear you. That sounds correct, right? Like if you were playing the Chiefs this Sunday, you're not as nervous about it because he's been off of his game and he's shown himself to be a guy that can create opportunities for defenses. But I think that plays into why they're scary is because, like, if we're seeing them full swing, kind of like what we saw from the Ravens a couple of weeks ago before they've kind of had a couple of hiccups here, the Ravens full swing, it feels like they were playing at their optimal, like at their peak. They were in their prime early, and you know what that looks like. It's dominant. It makes you nervous, makes you a little scared, but at least it's the known. A lot of times you fear the unknown. Darkness is scarier than light because you don't know what's behind it. When you walk into a bathroom and you're, especially at home alone, it's late at night. Well, I know I still do it sometimes. I'll peek behind that shower curtain before I use the restroom. The fear is in the unknown. It's in the unseen. It's not in what you currently are able to feast your eyes on. Do you not do that?
Tell you what, no, I am afraid of the dark.
Do you peek behind the curtains in your own house of the shower if there's a shower curtain up?
I don't peek behind the curtain. That's too, I don't know, that raises the tension.
Yeah.
I rip it open real quick so no one can scare me.
You're
I get the jump on the boogeyman before the boogeyman can get the jump on me.
I think I'm too aware. I think I'm too vigilant in that sense with a lot of different things. Like when I'm about to walk on an elevator and the elevator slowly opens up, I'm ready for somebody to come out and stab me. Like you will never exit an elevator and stab Theo Dorsey. You won't get me because I'm always ready for that.
Yeah.
And I have never been presented with that challenge. But when it does come, that guy's going to be so pissed.
I hate getting knocks on my door. You should never knock on my door. It happened early yesterday morning.
A knock?
Yeah. Yesterday was one of the most eventful days of my life, and it started being woken up at 8 a.m. Listen, I know for those that are listening right now, you probably were awake at 6 o'clock, and I sound like a loser. Yeah, right.
You really look like you're acting like the guy that you're dressed as right now in Argyle from Stranger Things, the pothead pizza man.
But yeah, just imagine just being deep in slumber, getting just creatively ready for your day of sports talk radio, and bam. That doesn't scare you? Dogs barking?
Well, I don't have dogs, so.
Who could ever need me at 8 a.m.? Well, it turns out, sorry, this is going to go to a weird aside, they are repaving the entire complex where I live, and no one told us about it. Why
would they knock on the door about that? Did they need to talk to you?
We need to move our cars.
Oh, okay.
So what would have happened if they did this the day before?
And y'all weren't there.
Exactly.
They weren't going to be repaving that pavement, or they would have towed your car.
Towed the freaking car.
But they don't, when it's something like that, they're not going to tow you to a tow lot. They're going to tow you to another place in the parking lot. I've had that happen to me.
Ruin my alignment? Hell no, man. Hell no. But the scariest team in the NFL, it probably is the Detroit Lions.
Oh, man.
It seems like they can just beat you in every single way possible, and they are unrelenting. The bludgeoning over the weekend over the Titans.
Yeah.
I know the Titans aren't really too much to write home about, but still, putting up a 50-burger in the National Football League demands respect.
And it's funny, too, because I talked about the fear of the unknown with the Lions. You don't know who the hell they're going to, target to get a touch. Ben Johnson is getting left tackles and right guards touches near the goal line to get scores. Jared Goff is getting passing touchdowns and receiving touchdowns. He's had 3 perfect halves when it comes to completions through the air. That is a very frightening team out there in the NFC. I do think that the lack of Aiden Hutchinson is what takes a little bit of that back. But remember what Mike T told us. Mike Tannenbaum, former GM of the Jets and the front office insider for ESPN, and he joins us on Theoretically Speaking weekdays. What is that? Tuesdays with Mike T. He's like, somebody needs to go out there and get Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
And if the Lions mortgage the future, which they've drafted very well, and I'm sure they can figure out the cap space if the Lions are able to get their hands on Myles Garrett and the Browns become full sellers, that is undoubtedly the scariest team in the NFL, because I think Myles Garrett is the scariest defender in the league to go along with that offense.
Just a well-oiled offense. And you know what's weird? I was thinking of a team comparison in recent memory to compare them to, and the first team that came to mind was the Jared Goff-led Rams offense.
Oh.
That's what I thought of.
Gurley.
Running the rock,
yeah,
and with a serviceable quarterback who knew what he was doing. Didn't have all the talent in the world, but it didn't matter.
See, but I would argue this team is so much more physical. That Goff Rams team was really good. They were more finesse. I think that's also what is frightening and scary about this team as we talk about the scariest team in the NFL. They're not just going to – they have the finesse game as well, but they're going to bludgeon you. In the trenches on both sides, they're going to just keep coming after you and bam, bam. Have you seen the stat that teams following the week of playing the Detroit Lions?
They're I'm pretty sure they have not covered.
They haven't covered against the spread, and I think they're 0-6 straight up. Yeah. They've lost the following game because of how much you get beat up. That was the big angle on, Vikings-Rams, the Thursday night football game. Not only was it a short week for the Rams and a cross-country travel for them, they just got done playing the Lions. And we knew what happened to teams following playing the Lions. The Rams looked beat up. The Rams looked like they were going to mail the season in. All the storylines coming in was who's going to get their hands on Cooper Kupp. And then the Rams put hands on the Vikings because of the fact that they probably just got off of a very wear and tear game against the Lions.
And the Lions are using what we look to be the entire playbook.
Yeah,
they're up by 3 scores, and they're doing hook and ladders on hitch routes, on the outside. On one side, okay, why are you showing that when you clearly don't need those points and you could score those points in a different way? Why are you putting that on tape? On the other hand, there might be the tip of the iceberg for the Lions offense. Like if you're showing that in a blowout, you might have a whole lot behind that we have not seen yet as football fans.
Dan Campbell is insane. We know that much.
Yeah.
But Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator for the Lions, he's a maniac because they asked him about that. When he was pulling all the tricks out of the bag and running the score up, not necessarily running the score, but having fun and also creating a beautiful offense, they asked him about that. Like, are you afraid that you're going to give too much film to the opposing teams? He was like, bro, the bag is much deeper. You're just seeing a little bit of it. Again, like you said, the fear of the unknown, peeling back that curtain to see what's behind it. He's showing us those things that other coaches wouldn't even dream of executing. In fact, the Chicago Bears tried to get cute and get an offensive lineman touchdown, and that was, part of their demise.
Never seen that play go that wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
Doesn't it seem like whenever they go for the big man touchdown, something good happens?
Yeah, it always works out. It either works out or, like, if it doesn't work out, it's like a comical, he dropped the pass in the end zone, second down.
Right, yes,
you know
exactly,
what I'm saying? Like, it's never game on the line, you're down, and the lineman touchdown goes from beautiful, magical moment to turnover, oh, my God, surrender Cobra time.
You want to get real spooky with this. Dan Campbell is to the NFL that Jack Nicholson is in The Shining. He just battering down the door saying, I'm here. And he is kicking butt and taking names. He is the most feared individual on a coaching staff that you've seen in the NFL for quite some time.
Right. Line up all the coaches in the NFL, put them in you just went to wrestling last night, put them in a ring.
Royal
Rumble.
Or Battle Royale.
Battle Royale. Who the hell's coming out of that thing?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell would walk in slow like a movie villain, like an evil villain. Like he'd walk slow steps in, and then after he's done with everybody and he's chewed on a few enough kneecaps, he would just walk out of there. He would look unscathed.
Remember back in the day where there was the handshake gate, where at midfield, Jim Schwartz of the Lions went to go shake hands with Jim Harbaugh after the game. And Jim Harbaugh kind of gave him the quick limp hand and walked away, kind of dismissed Lions head coach at the time, Jim Schwartz.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Dan Campbell got as perturbed as Jim Schwartz did, who chased down Jim Harbaugh after the fact and was angry, had to get held back?
Yeah.
Who's holding back Dan Campbell?
Nobody.
He might put Jim Harbaugh in a headlock, give him a noogie, and maybe even a swirly, bring him to the bathroom.
He's one of those dudes, like you said. You're like, I would never want to fight somebody who I don't think I can. He's one of those dudes that nobody would try. James, the Miami Heat had James Johnson back in the day, who was not the greatest of basketball players, good role player, but he was like an MMA guy, and he also had that crazy look in his eye.
I think Dan Campbell put the pads on right now and score from the 1 yard line.
Oh my gosh.
We should institute that as a rule in the NFL, that if you want to do that, yes, your 53rd man can be your head coach if you want to.
Yeah. Actually, that would be a fun rule.
Who would go against that? That's awesome.
That would be a fun, who loses in that scenario? Because then it makes sense why you would hire Jeff Saturday off the ESPN broadcast desk. It's like, we need a backup center, or we might need a starting center right now, and also we need a head coach, 2-for-1 special.
You know what? That would be a good attitude adjustment for coaches that might ride on their players a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, coach, we saw get your butt kicked.
We saw tape. You know who would sign up for that? Jim Harbaugh. Yeah. Jim Harbaugh would be the first one. He's probably lobbying for it right now. Next owners meeting, he probably has like a whole portfolio of things. He has a whole, PowerPoint slide expressing why this should be implemented. And the person who absolutely wants no parts of that is Andy Reid. Andy Reid of the Chiefs, who is jolly, happy, and also very old. Doesn't want to be out there scrapping it up.
I bet Andy Reid could long snap. I bet he's got that tool in his repertoire.
Yeah.
And he could definitely long snap. You can't hit the long snapper. He's good.
He can kick, too. Did you see the pass kick? I know we've all seen it at this point.
Yes.
When he was like a kid and he was like 6'8", looked like a big walking friendly giant, and all the rest of the kids were normal kid size.
So he can punt. How about that?
He could punt. He can get out there and punt. What is the scariest team in the NFL to go up against? We are still going to be taking your calls and on the YouTube chat at Theo Speaking. Jump in there. CCAT says it's the Lions. I say it's undoubtedly the back-to-back champion Kansas City Chiefs. But, of course, I'm biased. That's my favorite team. But you know what it really is time for, CCAT? We're doing this earlier than ever before on Theoretically Speaking because it had to move up the ranks, because it's that important. I'm down 2-3 to you right now and take it to the house trivia.
I've won 3 editions.
Yes.
You've won 2 editions.
I've won the last 2. I'm on a streak, a 2-game winning streak, and take it to the house trivia. So it's that time again to call for our callers and see who's going to get a $50 gift card to the House West Palm. A $50 gift card to the House West Palm is on the line right now. $50 to go and dine at the Coastal American, one of the most exquisite restaurants in all of the area, especially here in Palm Beach County. The House West Palm, it's right next to the park, which is that beautiful 18-hole golf course that also has the Lit 9 that you can play at night under the lights, which is really cool. It's a par 3. It takes you about an hour and a half. The best part about the Lit 9 is when you eat an entree at the house, which is the restaurant, you actually get a free round at the Lit 9. You and the wife, you go eat at the house. Both of y'all get a free round at the Lit 9. You play some golf later. Maybe you come back the next week and you hit the course as well. There's so many different options there at the House West Palm. They have, of course, the spiny lobster corn dogs. That is the thing everybody loves trying. I love the truffle fries. They have this new steak sandwich, C-Cat. Oh, my God.
Ooh, really?
They have a new steak sandwich on the menu. There's, the snapper. I'm not even going into the menu right now. What I will tell you is $50 on the line. You can go and try the stuff yourself. TheHouseWestPalm.com. That's where you can make a reservation. The House West Palm. Take it to the house this weekend on either C-Cat or myself. Here's the rules. We're going to do trivia on the other side, but we need you to pick a contestant that you're going to have take you to the house. Is it going to be C-Cat, who won the first 3 but is on a 2-game skid, or myself, Theo Dorsey, who's riding hot? 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Call in right now for an opportunity for a free $50 gift card to the House West Palm. They do trivia on Wednesday nights. That's an electric environment. In fact, C-Cat, a little hint here, we might be doing some trivia on site soon ourselves. Hosting, theoretically speaking, take it to the house trivia at the house.
Whoa.
It's going to be a good time.
888-760-3776.
888-760-3776. Jump in, pick either C-Cat or myself. We'll tell you the topic on the other side, and we could take you to the house. TheHouseWestPalm.com. Check out the menu. Check out the vibes. You're going to want to go. You're going to want to go. $50 gift card on the line, 888-760-3776. That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. We bring in Kate Shumsland on the other side as we take it to the house.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. Tuesday, November 5th is Election Day, and the polls are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Find where you vote at votepalmbeach.gov. Remember to bring your photo and signature ID. If you still have a mail ballot, you can either vote in person at your polling location, drop it off at one of our drop-off locations during designated hours, or bring it to our main office by 7 p.m. on Election Day. It's an honor to serve and ensure your vote counts. See you at the polls. Sponsored by the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections Office.
Time now for a PNC pause. PNC Bank is committed to helping the customers and the communities they serve move forward financially. See how they can make a difference for you at PNC.com.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen. The stakes are high, the lights are bright, and ESPN 1063 has the game. Thursday night is live from MetLife. It's the Texans and Jets. We go live at 7:30. So stay tuned to ESPN 1063 and let's witness history together.
HSS Florida presents ESPN West Palm's High School Game Day, supported by Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather. We're headed to Pahokee as the Blue Devils take on the Glades Central Raiders for our Game of the Week. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. Also presented by Kaiser University, Land Rover Palm Beach, Duffy Sports Grill, Shaw Sports Turf, South Florida Ford, Bud's Chicken and Seafood, and the Boca Raton Bowl.
Festive fun is back on select nights. At Palm Beach Zoo, there's family fun. It's the best date night. Oh, Zoo Lights cheer here at Palm Beach Zoo. Oh, what fun it is to save wildlife at the zoo. Hey!
Zoo Lights, presented by Florida Power and Light Company and Discover the Palm Beaches, Florida. Get your tickets today at pbzoo.org/zoolights.
Hi, it's Luis Fonsi. In the world of music, versatility allows you to capture the moment and create something amazing. Ford SUVs are designed with the same versatility in mind. The Ford Escape or Explorer can make any day a beach day with room for family and all your gear. And the Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport give you the freedom to go over, around, or through almost anything that comes your way. Ford SUVs, perfect for South Florida. See your local Ford dealer today.
Hi, this is Blaine Isbell, Corporate Vice President of Team IP. For over 30 years, Team IP has been a national leader in decorated apparel and promotional products. National corporate brands and 22 college bowl games, including the Boca Raton Bowl, make Team IP their partner of choice. Team IP, located right in our community in Stewart, is a proud partner of ESPN West Palm. Contact me anytime at 877-821-8643 or head to teamip.com and take the first step in making Team IP your team to boost your brand.
Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
This just in, we begin this hour with breaking news.
When news breaks, ESPN 106.3 has it covered.
New developments ESPN 106.3 can now report.
When your vehicle breaks, St. Lucie Battery and Tire fixes it. Stay tuned to ESPN 106.3 for more breaking news. Brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Hey everyone, it's Cade Shumslin. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be rewarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm, Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Man, this song saves lives. This song literally saves lives right here, C-Cat. I appreciate you putting those tunes on, saving my girlfriend Max, as I am Lucas, and we are in our Stranger Things costume. C-Cat, you are Argyle.
Uh-huh. My dudes.
Cade Chumslin. Oh, did you see Tina in the back with Cade? Tina she gave you a sneak peek. I won't tell you. You'll have to see in the happy hour at 3 o'clock. And Cade Chumslin, you didn't get the Stranger Things memo necessarily because you are a Harry Potter figure.
I was about to say, we all know that I have the supreme character of the bunch right now. Hold on.
No, you don't. Argyle, this is spot on Argyle.
You cannot just go out and say, I missed the loop. I think you guys missed the loop on what's happening over here.
All right, so you're not Harry Potter. You're obviously a person in Harry Potter. Who the hell got you across the face, bro?
Well, the man who got me across the face, actually, he was not even a man. He is a werewolf. His name is Fenrir Greyback.
Okay.
And I am Remus Lupin.
Not Remus Lupin.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say about Remus Lupin.
Don't act like you know who that is.
The Lupinator.
I do know about Lupe.
Absolutely
Bro,
not.
we call him Lupe. Like, we call him that.
Where's he from?
Bro, he's from Harry Potter.
There we go.
C-Cat is
Fiasco.
Yeah, Lupe Fiasco when he's wild. Like, that's his drunk name when he gets drunk. It's like his alter ego. You didn't know that?
Well,
guy Lupe?
You clearly don't know that because no one sees him when he turns into a werewolf. So
right,
nice
that's
job.
true, too. The werewolf part I did not know about. Okay, so C-Cat, you're Argyle. I am... Wait, hold on a second. My outfit's not done. Jacob, the intern here, I'm going to have him run in and give me my outfit, the rest of my outfits, Cade. So this is what we'll do. As Jacob comes over and gets me my outfit...
You popping the top off?
Cade, I'll just do it over here in the corner. They won't see it on the stream. Cade, thank you so much, Jacob. You're a blessing. You're a great man. He saved the day. I bought a costume early this morning. They forgot part of my outfit, so Jacob had to go in there and get the rest of it for it to make sense. Cade Chumslin, you give us the topic for the day for the trivia, so our wonderful caller can pick between myself and C-Cat as we do take it to the house trivia. I'm going to change in the costume so y'all can tell who I am with Stranger Things.
'Tis the season for, I guess, only today. You guys have been talking about the scariest team. I want to talk about the scariest sports nicknames of all time.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Scariest sports nicknames. I am going to describe both the player and the nickname, and you guys need to give me both the player and the nickname.
So we have on line one, we've got Samuel from West Palm Beach. Now that you've heard the category of Take It to the House trivia, Theo versus C-Cat, who are you going to put your hopes on? Who do you think is going to win? If the person you pick wins, you win the $50 gift card to the house. Samuel, who do you got?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we sure can.
Yeah, what's up, Sam?
All right. What's up, guys? Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Argyle on this one.
Yes. Are you watching the stream?
I'm not. I'm driving right now.
He heard us, C-Cat. Yeah,
Okay, I don't
you
know.
Heard us, yeah.
I heard you.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
We described it. That's what you do on radio, too. So appreciate you, Sam. Sam's
Yeah.
got C-Cat, so Sam is going to lose. I'm sorry about that. You might not be going to the house this weekend, but one of us will win eventually, and maybe there will be a tie. So, again, the rules are if C-Cat beats me in this trivia, trying to figure out scary nicknames from Cade Chumsland, he gets a $50 gift card to the house, West Palm. Game on, dude. Game on. And, again, I'm Lucas. You can see my Hawkins jersey right here, number 8. Shout out Kobe. Rest in peace. I'm Lucas from Stranger Things, the one black guy in the show. So it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out. Kate, hit us with the trivia question so we can get this thing going. The scariest nicknames in sports. And
remember our sounds for when I'm checking in.
Hi.
When Theo's checking in. Whoever gets their sound first, that means they checked in first. They get to answer first. And they get the point.
That's right.
Let's make it happen. I'm channeling my inner Jeopardy today, so I'm not going to ask it as a question. I'm literally just going to give a description of the player.
Okay.
Rest in peace to this legendary basketball player known as a dark, deadly reptile in the sub-Saharan parts of
Black
Africa.
Mamba, baby.
Who?
Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant.
There we
it's
go.
Your boy. I got the 8 on the chest, too. Shout out Lucas. Shout out Kobe. I'm up 1-0. And C-Cat, I'm sorry that Samuel's going to be paying for his meal in full at the house this weekend.
I wouldn't have gotten that. I would have sit there and, I would have eventually gotten it, but that quickly, that was impressive.
He said reptile. And then he said rest in peace, and I was like, oh, this is probably Kobe.
Damn. Okay.
So, yeah.
Dang.
Number 2.
You got to lock in.
A 21st century wide receiver known as the robotic villain of a popular...
Sorry. That's Megatron, Calvin Johnson.
There we go.
I am stumping on you right now.
No, I had that one.
I know.
I was right behind you.
Yeah, just lock in, bro. Sam is on the line right now. He is sweating bullets. He's scared. He's scared that he might have made the wrong pick now.
So there's 5 questions. If you get this one right, you win.
I know. That's so quick. All right, so what's next, Cade?
Let's turn this up a notch. A NASCAR driver...
Oh, what the hell?
Tied with the most Cup Series championships, known as someone who intimidates.
The Intimidator. That is Dale Earnhardt Jr. No, Dale Earnhardt.
Yes.
I almost said first. I was a big Dale Jr. Yeah, it's Dale Earnhardt.
That is correct.
Nice.
All right.
Good job. I mean,
you didn't know that?
I honestly did not know he was the Intimidator.
There's the only one NASCAR driver that has a famous nickname for the mainstream folk.
I mean, that's not my time. I'm more of a junior guy.
You think the Intimidator is more popular than the King? Richard Petty?
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
true.
No
Richard
chance.
Petty the King is bigger.
But
no chance.
There's already someone that has the King nickname in other sports.
Like LeBron?
James is a bigger name.
Richard
than
Petty
after
was
Richard
the
Petty,
King
though.
before LeBron.
Yeah, and people forgot about that nickname for Richard Petty. So sorry, pal.
You're right. If you say the King, people are going
There's
to say
only one
LeBron
Intimidator.
James.
There's more Kings.
But in the NASCAR universe, though, if you know racing, you think of the King more than you do the Intimidator. 1,000%.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyway,
This
I
ain't
didn't
the-
mean to butt in on your parade there.
This
Let's go to
ain't the
number
NASCAR
4.
universe. It's the Stranger Things
2-1.
universe.
I'm still dormy. Still got to come back.
Clutch MLB player known as the month of tomorrow.
Oh,
That's Derek Jeter, Mr. November.
No.
Yes.
Oh, damn. The
Month
month
of
of
tomorrow, which
Oh,
is November
Tomorrow,
1st.
Yeah, Jackal.
I was going to go with my boy Reggie Jackson. Mr. October. So, okay, it's tied up. It's tied
Winner
up.
take all.
Well, it's very curious. All of a sudden, we got the NASCAR and Major League Baseball. You start smoking me. All right, winner take all, game 5 here. Take it to the house trivia. This is for Samuel.
Heading back to the NFL.
Yes. I have a
The
chance.
NFL all-time sacks leader, known as the bishop of his side of the ball.
Oh.
Is it Reggie White?
No. It's not.
Finish it. What's his nickname?
Oh,
wait,
you have to
wait a
give his
second.
nickname?
Yeah,
Wait a
you
second.
had to
you're
give
right.
both
Yeah,
this
yeah,
whole
you-
time.
You got this, though. That's
The Bishop of Hurt. So how do we do here? Do we go to OT?
He got the name right of the
Do you know what it is?
Payne. The bishop
of his side of the ball.
Bishop of Defense?
Yeah, but it's not bishop.
Oh. The Pope of Defense?
No.
No.
Do you want to take a guess or no?
The Priest of Defense.
Priest. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's
a synonym. You guys are
right. I know
the
what it is.
rabbi of
too. I don't
defense.
know why I can't get it. Reggie White. He was the. Dang it! It wasn't pastor. It wasn't. It was like that though. It was like pastor.
Yes.
And I can't think of the dang name.
You're all over it.
The preacher of defense.
Not sermon. People are probably pissed right now. Samuel's got to be angry. Everybody knows this. But he was a preacher. He was like a. God, this is bad.
I think the tie
The
goes to me.
evangelist. The evangelist. No, I'm kidding.
I have extra if we need to go into overtime.
I think he's got it. He got Reggie White.
I checked in earlier.
CCAT
I
won.
got the name first.
CCAT won.
I get partial credit. I win 2.5 to 2.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
He is the minister of defense.
Of magic.
Minister
All
of
right.
defense.
Well,
That makes-
Samuel.
Sam's going.
Come on down.
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Let's go, Argyle.
Thank you.
That's what
Thank
I'm
you.
talking about.
I got your info.
It was a little dicey there at the end,
It
but
did.
I appreciate it.
How mad were you that we couldn't get Minister of Defense right there? How angry and how quickly were you?
I was yelling minister the whole time.
I appreciate you hanging in there with us. You will be going to the house. You get $50 to the house, West Palm. Hey, Sam, who took you to the house?
Who took me to the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, who did it for you?
ESPN.
Well, yeah, well, not it was Argyle
Yeah, that
or
works.
CCAT. Yeah,
Sure.
that works too.
That works.
We got to work on that dismount there, but I appreciate you, Sam. You're going to the house, $50 gift card. Much love for you tapping in with us, and you're gonna be eating good this weekend. That was good. That was fun right there. I'm a little disheartened, and we probably angered a lot of our fans here on Theoretically Speaking. We got somebody in the YouTube chat. Yeah, Micah says it's the minister as well. So here's the thing, though, Kate, and you get this because you've been in the line of fire, and obviously CCAT gets it. You know it when you're riding in the car. You know it when you're chilling on the couch. But for some reason, when that music is playing and Kay gets the saying, your mind goes blank.
It's like those hypnotists who tell you, like, what's your name?
Yeah.
And you absolutely blank.
Yeah.
When in any other situation, it's the easiest question in the world.
I think this wig has like lice. I'll be honest. I'm itchy, dude.
Yeah, no, my wig was giving me a little itches too. I'll put my wig back on. Lindsay our teammate Lindsay just hopped in the chat, says, Theo, put your wig back on. I will get the wig back going. The problem was it's a curly fro, whereas Lucas in Stranger Things is supposed to be more of like a more, let's say.
What, Will Smith?
More, yeah, like a flat top.
Yeah.
More of a flat top. This is like a curly fro. It's not really working out. It's more Patrick Mahomes than it is Will Smith. So we'll work on that as well in the break. And then, of course, on the other side, we got our guy, Jonathan Zaslow, going to jump in and talk some college football. So, Cade, really appreciate you. One thing before we go, I got to tell y'all about EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDSisyes.com. That's where you want to go. These outfits, these costumes that we're wearing are making us heat up a bit. Until I put the guns out and put on my Hawkins jersey, I'm starting to cool down. But the good thing, Cade, CCAT, I won't have to do that. I could wear the wig. I could wear a gown. I could wear whatever in my house because it's always going to be 68, 69 degrees thanks to EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDSisyes.com. They service my home. They can service yours. They've been servicing Palm Beach County since 2006, right? Since 2006, they've been keeping you cool. So won't you jump on board as well? 24/7 support at EDSisyes.com. Timely service. You can book it online. And they also can help you out with any plumbing needs in your home as well. They're trusted. They have a 4.8-star Google review rating with over 760 reviews. That's a lot of data points. EDSisyes.com. EDSisyes.com. Book it online for all of your AC and plumbing needs. Cade, or again, what was your name from Harry Potter?
Lupin.
Lupin. Big Loop. Appreciate
Lupus.
your time. Lupus.
Yes.
No, it's not.
That's a disease.
I know. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We got Zaslow on the other side. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Banyan Printing, your trusted printing, mailing, and signage partner in the Palm Beaches for over 45 years. Banyan Printing's new metallic ink press adds that extra shine so that your product comes out in glossy gold, sparkling silver, or any other color you want to shine. Banyan Printing is the official printer of Kaiser Athletics and would love to be your official printing partner as well. Order products and learn more about what Banyan Printing can do for your business at banyanonline.com or call 561-586-6220.
ESPN 106.3 is presented by Rubenstein Law. 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Car accident, truck accident, Uber or Lyft accident, or a slip and fall. Call Rubenstein Law. Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL and visit one of our offices throughout Florida.
Experience football in paradise this fall at FAU Stadium. The Owls host the USF Bulls on Friday, November 1st under the primetime lights in beautiful Boca Raton. Tickets start as low as $20 to catch an AAC rivalry game on a Friday night. It's Florida Atlantic versus USF in a homecoming showdown you cannot miss. Friday, November 1st in Boca Raton. For tickets and more information, visit FAUsports.com. Florida Atlantic Athletics, winning in paradise.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. Election Day is November 5th. In Palm Beach County, eligible voters can vote during early voting from October 21st through November 3rd at any early voting location. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to find a location, check wait times, and skip the line by making an appointment ahead of time. Don't forget to bring your photo and signature ID. We can't wait to see you at the polls. Sponsored by the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections Office.
Join us for the Coors Light College Football Rivalry Game of the Week as we feature Georgia taking on Florida. The ESPN West Palm Street team will be at Charlie's Bar and Grill in Stewart on Saturday, November 2nd from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Enjoy $2.50 drafts and $15 buckets of ice-cold Coors Light. Show us your tailgate toss skills for a chance to win prizes, courtesy of Palm Beach Autographs. Must be 21 or older to participate. Molson Coors reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Oh, it gets spooky. It gets dangerous. We are, of course, in our Stranger Things themed costumes. I'm Lucas. C-Cat is Argyle. And now we're joined by our college football expert of sorts who did not come in costume, but he did come bearing gifts of CFB knowledge. Jonathan Zaslow from the Zaslow Show 2.0, as well as ESPN Radio's tour that has been going on for college football. Zaz, how are you doing on this Halloween Thursday? And also, where's your dang outfit at? What are you doing?
First of all, I'm an adult, so I don't dress up for Halloween anymore. That's number one. But Theo, I love Stranger Things. Why did you choose Lucas as your costume today?
Okay, Zaz, I'm not sure. A process of elimination. There's one black guy in the show. And
Very good.
I happen to be able to fit. Plus, you know what? The Hawkins 8 jersey right here, this might get multiple uses.
Look at that.
Come on.
Okay.
I don't know if C-Cat, who's dressed as Argyle, I'm not sure if he'll ever be able to bring that back out again outside of costume for Halloween.
Which one was? Oh, he was. Yes, of course. The stoner. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So excellent job.
I'm glad at the very least you are a Stranger Things fan, so you get it. Tina, who's going to be pulling up for the happy hour after you. You want to guess what she is?
I mean, there could be a million different things.
Think about what's the defining character in Stranger Things?
Okay, so it's Stranger Things based. Okay,
yes,
very good.
Sorry.
All right, what is she in Stranger Things?
Defining character in Stranger Things.
Well, she can't be 11. Did she shave
11.
her head?
She shaved her head.
Full committal to the bit.
Yeah, she commit now. It's a bald wig.
Okay. Very
She
good.
cut her.
Is she walking around the studio just eating
She is.
Lego waffles?
She is. She's eating the waffles, and her nose is bleeding. So that's going to be
Oh,
interesting to see
yes.
in the happy hour there for people that are going to be sticking around. Where are you at this weekend for the college football tour?
First of all, isn't this nice? I mean, I
yeah.
sound great. I'm
Yeah.
connected. I'm on the video here. I could see you. This is wonderful.
This feels
Theo.
great. It feels. This is like now we got to do this every time. Like this is
Yes.
an amazing production we're putting together here. Zaz, he's actually our first live guest with video, so this is a test run too.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at us. This weekend, tomorrow morning, I'm flying to Ann Arbor. We're doing college football tailgate this Saturday morning outside the Big House. It's actually the only venue that we are doing twice. We were originally going to be in Seattle this weekend for Washington and USC. Thank God we called an audible. Forget just that game isn't very good anymore, but my goodness. I mean, you know how long a flight it is from here to Seattle? I mean, it takes me a week to recover from that flight. So we switched it to we're back in Ann Arbor this weekend for number 1 Oregon and Michigan. So I'm excited to get back to Ann Arbor.
So Zaz, is that y'all's first audible? Because that is one thing that y'all do different from College Game Day, which they pick week to week where they're going to go. Y'all have a predestined schedule.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if y'all had options to flex. Like, who made that call and why?
Yeah, our schedule was set at the beginning of the year, and this week coming up, we had a meeting like 3 weeks ago where we audibled this weekend and also last weekend.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, last weekend I was in Nashville, which I mean might be my new home.
Right.
Nashville, unbelievable. And it was a great game, too, Vanderbilt and Texas. So we weren't originally scheduled to be in Nashville. We were going to be in Boulder last weekend for Cincinnati and Colorado.
Yeah.
And the timing just didn't work. We were going to do a show in the morning. The game was a night game. You're not getting the tailgate atmosphere.
Right.
You know? So we switched these 2 weeks, and that's the only 2 weeks that we felt compelled to switch. Everything else on the schedule has worked out great.
That's magical. Well, you're going to the game that's going to feature the number 1 team in the land right now, but it doesn't matter. We're throwing those rankings out come Tuesday because Tuesday's maybe the most monumental day on the 2024 calendar. It's the election, but it's also the first college football playoff rankings that are going to drop that night. It's going to be a good reprieve from all of the election coverage. Which one are you going to be watching? Are you going to double screen that election coverage and the poll?
In the Zaslow Mansion family room, I got the 2 TV setup. So we'll have – I think what's going to wind up happening is we're going to have election coverage on the small TV all night long.
Yeah.
So you can just take a peek at it. It could be in the background. All right, what's the score?
All you need is a little graph. You just need to see the guy projecting, doing all the little finger pointing and stuff.
Who's winning? Give me the score. I'll keep track of that, And on the big TV, we will have all the college football playoff stuff. Quite a day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some serious counter-programming that ESPN is doing there on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I was about to say, but that's how strong college football is. There's very few sports that can compete with Election Day.
That can compete with the future of our country.
No. But honestly, think about it, though. There's so many more people that are going to be worried about college football's first playoff ranking, which, again, it's not like it's the final one, which actually matters, but there's going to be more people that are going to be entertained and locked in on that than it would be for many other sports out here.
Well, and here's also the thing, Theo. We're not finding out the results of that election on Tuesday night.
Nah, it's going to take a while.
It's going to take days.
It's going to take a while. We're not going to get into that any further than we need to. I will say, Zaslow, for you, what do you think is the most important game this weekend that will play into what we see happen on Tuesday night for the college football ranking? Is it Michigan and Oregon, or are they going to have it sealed up?
Okay, Michigan and Oregon is tied to it because I think Penn State, Ohio State's the biggest game.
Okay.
So Penn State, Ohio State is at noon. So the Oregon fan is going to have in their back pocket the knowledge of knowing what happened there. And the reason that I bring that up is because right now, you look at the Big Ten, all right, Oregon is ranked number 1 in the nation, but there are 3 undefeated teams in the Big Ten. You got Indiana, you got Oregon, you got Penn State. There is a very real scenario where because we don't have divisions anymore in the conferences, there's a very real scenario where if you have these teams, like if you have 3 undefeated teams in the Big Ten, there's a tie break where, Theo, the number 1 team in the country could get left out of the Big Ten championship game, which would mean they would then have an at-large bid and they'd be the number 5 seed playing in the first round of the college football playoff. So the reason that I say Ohio State and Penn State is the biggest game, the Oregon fan is going to be rooting for Ohio State at big noon this Saturday. So if Ohio State can beat Penn State, Okay, now it's just Oregon and Indiana, the only two undefeateds. And by the way, Indiana plays Ohio State in a few weeks.
Yep.
So I think the biggest game, and there's cause and effect that goes on all over because of it. I think Penn State, Ohio State's biggest game this weekend.
You're right about that. That's also one of those games that it's hard to get a real read on because Penn State, their offense looks so much different than what you've expected in the past. That defense, we've seen how elite they can be. And then also with Ohio, like what Buckeyes are we going to see on Saturday? Like there's such a mixed bag.
Yeah, and let's not forget, they already lost their first huge test. There's a lot of pressure on Ryan Day.
Yeah.
They lost their first huge test, which was to Oregon a couple weeks ago.
They
slide. Snuck past Nebraska last week. And then, if you get tagged with a second loss here, and I believe Ohio State wins this game, but if you get tagged with a second loss by Penn State, you still have Indiana. And I understand, I get it, Michigan is down, but it's still Michigan-Ohio State, all right? So this is a major, major game for Ohio State this weekend.
How about Miami this past weekend? How about those Hurricanes? Florida State came to Hard Rock Stadium with their tails tucked between their legs. You had a guy in Mike Norvell who went in there not to win the football game, but just to protect himself from getting embarrassed. And somehow that, to me, is more embarrassing because Miami, 36-14 was the final.
Yeah.
Miami still covered, but you can tell FSU just wanted that game to end before it even started.
It felt a little bit like death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
Like I was hoping the Canes, you're in the middle of the second quarter and the Canes are up 28-0.
Right.
And that was not the case. It was a game at halftime. It was 14 was it 21-14 at halftime or 14-7?
Yeah, it was I think 14-7, and the problem was Florida State wasn't it definitely felt like in Miami. Mario Cristobal talked about it after the fact. They were just trying to limit the possessions in the game and try to limit the amount of times that Cam Ward and that offense could carve them up, which, again, kind of a smart strategy to make it seem like the game is closer than what it could have been. But I know Cristobal was fuming. Shannon Dawson was fuming. They wanted to hang a 50 ball on him. They wanted to do it.
I think the one negative that actually comes out of the game was the game hurts Cam Ward's Heisman chances.
Yeah, it does.
Because obviously you need to win the game, and they won the game by a lot, and they covered, and that's obviously most important. But Cam Ward can't have a game with no touchdowns.
Right.
Even if they won the game, it's all part of the resume.
They were begging the Canes to run that ball.
So
and they did.
That hurts.
Yeah.
It probably put a real wrench in Cam Ward's chance to win the Heisman.
Yep. And them's the breaks, though, because what the ultimate goal for the Canes are, just like everybody else who's going to be sitting around the TV waiting on the results of the first college football playoff poll, is to get into the 12-team playoff and compete for a national championship. Is there one last thing, Zaz, before we get you going? I know you're a busy man. Is there one team kind of outside looking in right now that can kind of make almost like a statement game? You can almost say Michigan somehow, if they're able to beat Oregon at home, that could be it where y'all are going. But is there one team outside looking in that can sneak into that top 12 for right now?
For me, I'm continuing to look at Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, but it may not drop. That head coach, that Signetti, he's got a pair. He says what's on his mind, And this Indiana team, they're beating teams down. They put it on Nebraska. Indiana right now, undefeated, is an incredible story. They are not currently ranked in the top 12 in the AP poll.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see where they are in the college football playoff poll that comes out. But all that matters is, look, if they get to that Big Ten championship game, you take care of your own business. So I'm interested in what happens. Indiana's got Michigan State this week. That shouldn't be an issue.
On the road.
But I'm interested in what Indiana, where they're going to appear at the college football playoff on Tuesday, because they seem like a really good team.
Yeah, they'll be good. And I thought that I think I picked Nebraska to cover against them a couple of weeks ago. And
I was surprised.
Yeah,
and Nebraska had a great start to this season, and I don't know, Colorado kind of took their soul, I guess, and it hasn't been great since then.
Weird finish in that one. Weird final score, Indiana, Nebraska. Zaz, we know where we can find Stranger Things next year. Are we here? This season 5 is 2025. It's around the corner.
Yes.
Where can we find Zaslow Show 2.0, though? Because that's like every day.
11 and her friends, they're in their mid-30s
Right.
when season 5 continues. They are all grown up. They have their own kids. Zaslow Show 2.0 every day, Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcasts. You search Zaslow Show 2.0. We are South Florida, Miami specific. So obviously you get all the college football tailgate Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio. And tomorrow night, too. I also do Friday nights, Amber and Ian on the road. We are broadcasting live tomorrow night from the Big House. All right, we're in the Big House doing the show tomorrow night. But all local flavors, Zaslow Show 2.0, and every episode is presented by Anajar and Levine. They're the title sponsor of everything Zaslow Show 2.0. So when you're dealing with a personal injury, I send you to the best accident attorneys around. Doesn't matter what kind of injury. It could be a car accident, hit and run, motorcycle, slip and fall, whatever injury you're dealing with. First, you call 911, of course, and then you call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. They get you the compensation you deserve. 800-747-FREE, 800-747-3733.
Zaslow, you're looking great. Glad to have you on the video stream for your debut. We had you in studio last week. Now we got you on video. We're just going up. We're going up.
I know.
Here.
Look at this. Put him here. I look handsome. I like doing this.
Yeah.
Someone made a mean joke on the ESPN West Palm Twitter.
What
they
say?
said we have Theo Dorsey as Lucas from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And we have Jonathan Zaslow as Hank Schrader from Breaking Bad.
But listen, Hank Schrader, he was a very high character guy. I got no problem with that. Come on.
It absolutely works then. So you did get in costume. So you are just like us.
I'm
immature.
ASAC Schrader. That's right. I'm ASAC Schrader.
Thanks, Zaz, for your time. We'll see you next week. That was Zaslow. We got Tina coming in for the happy hour on the other side. She'll debut her costume in the Stranger Things theme, so you're not going to want to miss that. Plus, we got to talk about, what was it called? Micro wrestling? The micro wrestling event that y'all went to and left me out of?
Wednesday.
Oh,
Micro
my
wrestling.
gosh. Okay. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WUUB Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Mark your calendars and gear up for game day. This Sunday, November 3rd. Join Bud Light and the ESPN West Palm Street team at Draft House Bar and Grill in North Palm Beach. Catch the action as the Buffalo Bills face off against the Miami Dolphins from 1 to 3 p.m. Showcase your football skills for a chance to qualify for Dolphins tickets. Enjoy $15 buckets and $12 pitchers of ice-cold Bud Light while you cheer on the Fins. Must be 21 or older to participate. Southern Eagle reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Fall in love with your favorite sweet treats at DQ Grill and Chill. Featuring the blizzards of the month, pumpkin pie with world-famous soft serve, real pumpkin pieces, whipped topping, and nutmeg. Or the French silk pie blizzard, combining all those iconic velvety rich flavors, plus new blizzards on DQ's fall menu, such as caramel Java chip, Reese's Pieces cookie dough, and salted caramel truffle. If that's too much and need a quick kick, try the new DQ White Mocha Shake. DQ Grill and Chill with 2 locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
It's almost time for the 2024 Palm Beach County Heart Walk. Get your heart pumping November 9th at the Meyer Amphitheater and help our community raise awareness for heart health. Whether it's becoming a sponsor or bringing friends and family together for a Heart Walk team, any support makes a difference. This year, attendees can learn hands-only CPR at the walk and can even take interactive training when they sign up. Learn this life-saving skill to turn a nation of bystanders into a nation of lifesavers. Visit palmbeachheartwalk.org today.
Palm Beach County's premier college football event is back. Don't miss the 2024 Boca Raton Bowl, Wednesday, December 18th from FAU Stadium and broadcast live on ESPN. Last year's game saw in-state Rising Power USF beat Syracuse out of the ACC. What will this year's game have in store? Big names, big teams, big action. The 2024 Boca Raton Bowl, December 18th at FAU Stadium on ESPN. Don't miss out. Find out more at BocaRatonBowl.com.
PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the lives of the customers and communities they serve by helping them move forward financially. As a Main Street bank, PNC is always working to make it easier for their customers to achieve their goals and plan for the future, whether that's through innovative digital solutions or in person. PNC is proud to be part of the South Florida community. See how PNC Bank can make a difference for you at pnc.com/tech. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Huddle up this season at Hurricane Grill and Wings, where every day is game day. Enjoy our famous wings, new cocktails, and happy hour deals at the perfect spot to catch all the football action. Escape from the ordinary. Visit hurricanewings.com to find a restaurant near you.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, so your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup live. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code THEOD to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.
HSS Florida presents ESPN West Palm's High School Game Day, supported by Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather. We're headed to Pahokee as the Blue Devils take on the Glades Central Raiders for our Game of the Week. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. Also presented by Kaiser University, Land Rover Palm Beach, Duffy Sports Grill, Shaw Sports Turf, South Florida Ford, Bud's Chicken and Seafood, and the Boca Raton Bowl.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It's your boy Theo Dorsey, a.k.a. Lucas. That's my guy, C-Cat on the other side of the glass, a.k.a. Argyle. As you can see, sporting our costumes themed by Stranger Things. By the way, season 5 coming out next year, 2025. And how can we be Stranger Things without Espresso Martina, who pulls up right now as
11.
11. And if you look at the details on her costume, again, we're on the YouTube stream as well as on Twitter at ESPN West Palm. You can check the stream live. Her nose is bleeding.
Yep.
She has a bald cap on. And yes, she has a bald cap on. And she has a hospital gown on. She looks just like 11 from the Stranger Things. Do the thing with her hand. Do like the.
I just learned. I don't know.
Do it.
I don't even know. I've never watched Stranger Things.
You never watched Stranger Things?
No.
Well, you're like the main person. You're like the biggest superhero.
I know that. Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I know that. I
Okay.
know that she is the main character in Stranger Things. I've watched, I think, like a few episodes of the first season, but that was it.
So when she does this right here, when she's doing that, it's like I forget what they call it, but it's her superpower.
Yeah.
And then that's how she can it's like telepathy.
Yeah.
Telepathy?
No.
Telepathy. I don't know how to say it, but damn it, she's really good at it, and that's your thing. And then her nose starts bleeding.
Yes.
The more she uses her powers.
Yes, I have no idea how I ended up in this costume. A month ago, had been planning for us to do something cool and fun and cute, and somehow I am in a bald cap and in a hospital gown, and my nose is bleeding. We had to put like lipstick under my nose to look like it's bleeding. I don't know how I got here, but
these costumes came together in like 47 minutes this morning by me. I ran to Party City.
Yes.
I made it shake on a dime. It was very improvised, so it works. And also, they were all on the clearance rack.
So wait, I have a question for you. So we had talked about yesterday that we were going to do The Incredibles.
Yes, I was going to be Frozone.
Yes, you were going to be Frozone. I was going to Miss Incredible, and we were hoping that C-Cat would be Syndrome.
Yes.
And we said that if you couldn't find those costumes in our sizes,
telekinesis.
Me and C-Cat were okay with you picking out our costumes.
Yes.
Did you even look for the Incredibles costumes?
I did. I promise I did.
Okay,
I went to both the Spirit Store and the Party City, not
Wow,
to shout
two.
them out.
Okay,
Yeah, I did a
okay.
twofer. I did a twofer, and I looked no Incredibles costumes.
Okay.
Also-
Probably because it's Halloween.
Right.
Probably because today is Halloween
It's a
and
little
all
late.
the options are gone.
It's a little late, so yes, I was slow to the start, slow to the gun. But I think this works because at least now we are all themed in one thing. There's a black guy. That's me. I'm Lucas, right? Like, and then Argyle. I mean, C-Cat looks like such a good Argyle.
I think I'm just going to wear this wig on the daily.
I think you should too. I actually am really loving that wig on you. I will never wear this bald cap again.
Well, we know why.
No, we don't know why.
We know why. C-Cat, she's proven again that she hates bald people.
What
is it with your? You know the Jets play tonight. The Jets play on Thursday Night Football tonight against the Texans. They're 2-6. They're favored against Houston, even though they're 6-2 and the better team. But to you, it's like, so they're favored, and also they have Aaron Rodgers. But mostly the reason why you hate the Jets is because they're bald.
My word for them was bald, yes. But no, it's more that this thing is uncomfortable. I had to wear a hairnet under it to get my hair like all situated, and then this bald cap doesn't fit me.
Yeah.
And you have to cut it, and it's loose, and it's just uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I wanted you to be in costume and character.
And I appreciate you got me actually 2 costumes.
I didn't get you
to figure out this 11 costume. You got me the actual 11 costume.
Which didn't look like her. So then you bought me a costume that was a hospital gown that had a fake butt attached to it. I'll actually show them the fake butt.
I'll show you the fake butt. I brought my props here. Here's the fake butt that goes with the costume.
Nice ass.
Yeah.
People would have been around the office saying that. A lot of HR complaints.
Yeah, I was like, today's probably the only day you could ever say that and it'd be okay. Yeah. Someone was like, Tina, shake your butt. And so probably the only time that'd be acceptable.
It would be only acceptable, but I said take out the butt. Take the butt, put the butt away.
Yeah.
Shout out our intern Jacob for getting this jersey, because this is what happened.
Oh, yeah.
C-Cat's costume for Argyle was perfect. It was immaculate. I was able to get that. It all came together. It was great. Your costume, I didn't think looked like 11, so I went and had to improvise. My costume I thought was perfect, except for it was a triple XL. That's why my jersey's so big. My shorts might fall down if I walk around and don't, stay a little bit aware, a little cognizant. But they left the jersey out.
They did.
There was no jersey. So for the first half of the show, I was sitting here in a ESPN West Palm Polo waiting on intern Jacob to pull up and get the jersey for me. He did. So thanks to him
Shout out
going
Jacob.
and getting the jersey. Somebody swiped the jersey out of the pack, but we made everything whole. I'm Lucas. Shout out Hawkins High. Big number 8 on the chest. We ready to go.
Also for me, you got me a few options. You got me the bald cap. You also got me this brown wig that is not 11 whatsoever.
It's kind of short hair though. It's brown short hair.
It's pretty long, but yeah, they probably have no like buzz cut caps or wigs for Halloween costumes.
So just like the Jets, you're bald.
Yep, just like the Jets, I'm bald. It all comes back around.
Is it a good thing that you're bald?
Hey, Yaps, I appreciate your costume, and I appreciate that we found something and it was random. And yeah, I love it. Yes. I love that we did this. This is fun. It's funny, and I'm proud of myself because I don't think
actually leaned in.
I leaned in, and I would never have done this 2 years ago, a year ago probably, and here I am in a bald cap and a hospital gown on our YouTube stream, and yeah, just taking pics with the team and
11
just embracing it.
From Stranger Things.
I'll be honest. I just look like a dude. Like, I'm looking in the camera right now, and maybe my picture's small.
Yeah, because you took your visor off.
No, I know. But, like, I can rock long hair. I didn't think I could.
I've
so never worn a wig
yourself.
before. Seriously, yes. Like, I can do this.
Okay, can we make you bigger then so people can judge it?
Can we switch me and you?
We're on the Prize Picks YouTube stream.
Okay.
C-Cat is feeling himself because he has these flowing locks right now. He's Argyle. But now are you thinking about growing it out? Like
the stash and like
dude.
And the beard goes with the hair.
What is it?
too.
The Love Guru, I think, was a Michael Myers movie.
Yeah.
Where he plays like a hippie pretty much. And I kind of
We'll get
a throwback to a simpler time.
We need to see if you need to request from your girlfriend first. Get permission from her if you can grow the hair out. I've been thinking about growing my actual fro out. This wig isn't working for me. It's a little curly and weird. I've been thinking about bringing back the fro. And we could do a hair growth journey together, C-Cat.
Nice.
You know who really needs to grow some hair?
Who's that?
Tina.
She's bald. Bald
She's
head.
bald. Oh my god. Oh my
You kind of look like when Voldemort wasn't born yet in the Harry Potter movies.
So
terrifying.
I had someone say I look like the Conehead. One intern Ashley said I look like Dobby from Harry Potter for when I first turned the corner.
Wow.
I've gotten a few things, but then when she saw the blood under my nose, she's like, "Oh, 11. She got it. Yeah.
If you like try to scare people around the office,
I'm gonna scare them.
Like we should put together a video of that.
If she popped around the corner, I would be frightened.
I'd clock her in the head. Are you kidding me? That's scary.
I think if everyone didn't already see me, I could have totally scared some people in the office.
Yeah. Speaking of getting clocked in the head, y'all had a bit of an experience last night. We went to we went to it was the Boca Bowl outing first. We were at the lovely, beautiful Boca Raton. We did our show remote. We had a Boca Bowl golf outing. That was wonderful. But we all parted separate ways afterwards. I had to go to the Kaseya Center to watch the Heat game, catch up with my buddies. I saw my boy Chris Winfield. Shout out him. New York Post. He covers the Knicks. I saw Monica McNutt, our teammate. She was up in the house doing stuff for ESPN Radio as well, as she does obviously play-by-play color analysis for the Knicks as well. Good time at Kaseya Center outside of the Heat just falling apart against the Knicks last night. And Karl Anthony Towns dropping 44 on Bam's head. The Defensive Player of the Year stuff, out the window. I think it's over with for that discussion. But y'all, I would have thought y'all would have went to a sports bar to go watch Game 5 of the World Series for Yankees-Dodgers, which, by the way, is all the way over with. Shout out L.A., 8 World Series titles. How many y'all got?
27.
That's a lot.
Actually, 26 rings, 1 pocket watch.
Oh.
Yeah, back in the day, they got a pocket watch, not a ring
they
for winning the World Series.
A pocket watch is kind of hard.
Uh-huh.
But where were y'all? Where were y'all? Because why wouldn't y'all be at a sports bar like a Duffy's getting some 2-for-1s, watching some World Series action? Before y'all tell us where y'all were, because I heard it had to do with a lot of people being very contentious, some Stortman syndrome fighting. I can tell you about a Duffy Sports Grill where football, basketball, wrestling, whatever you want to watch, there's 80 or more televisions at every single locations. Duffy'sMVP.com. Find the one nearest to you and treat yourself. They have 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day, so that's one thing. If you want to dress up in a costume and go to a Duffy's today, bonus points for you. You're an MVP.
Oh.
Duffy'sMVP.com. Sign up for your rewards. You can be an MVP like me and track your rewards. And when you're chowing down on those crispy fried green beans or the loaded and barbecue pig skins, maybe the house-made fried pickles, all of these are the new starting lineup, new features for football season. You'll also be racking up some award points as an MVP. Duffy's Sports Grill. Duffy's Sports Grill. Duffy's MVP. Duffy's, our game is always on. Okay, so where the hell were y'all last night?
Want to take it from here, Tina, or should I?
I was like, I don't even know where to start this story.
All right, so it's a colleague of ours, a teammate of ours.
Brian McLovin-Rowitz.
Which longtime listeners of the station know that Brian, he's now our boss. He does a great job, and it was his birthday the other day. And what did we want to do for Brian's birthday? What did Brian want to do for Brian's birthday? Go to local micro wrestling.
Yes.
And what did we do? We went to local micro wrestling.
Where was my invite?
Very serendipitous.
Hey, you had the invite. Don't you say that.
It was in Boca, just a couple of miles away from our golf outing that very night. And I was absolutely jacked up. I was so excited to do it. I've never been to a micro wrestling event ever in my life. Been to many wrestling events in my life, but never micro wrestling.
Wow, I did not know that was your first one.
Yes.
That was his first micro wrestling event?
No, I didn't.
How many have you been to?
That's my second.
You made it seem like...
Yeah, she fought in the first.
Because she's really short.
That was my second time going to that. I went to one a few years ago.
Were you taller than the fighters?
No. There was one, though, that was 4'11", and that's only 2 inches shorter than me.
Call him too tall.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That was the name.
No, that was
really
Jay.
Good.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, no, that was little Jay.
They should have one that's called Too
He's
Short.
the one from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. So the thing is, that crowd was made up of either teammates of ours who are not wrestling fans, Brian McLovin-Rowitz, and myself, and everybody else there really weren't big wrestling people. They weren't doing the normal wrestling crowd things where they get interactive, they chant, they boo, they heckle, they become a part of the event.
Yes.
No one else there was doing that, so what did I do?
Oh,
I saw the need to do that, so I did just that.
Oh,
and what did I do? Order many drinks. And what did I do? Get pretty tipsy.
Tipsy is tipsy the word we're going to use. Tina, how would you describe CCAT last night?
I saw a whole different CCAT last night. I have never seen CCAT in that element, and it was amazing. At first, I go, CCAT, you're going to get kicked out. And he goes, Tina, I'm going to get hired.
Yes.
Like
I was saying, you suck, Lil Tuck. We all hate you.
Yeah, he was. So, and again, like the crowd there, you either like Brian Rowitz and CCAT, like, know the atmosphere, like, you heckle them, you're into it, like, and everyone else there, I think, was like me and the rest of our teammates, where we were just kind of like there to watch. Or
Nobody else was heckling.
No
So
one
it was
else.
one heckler?
No, one heckler, and it was Christian Cat,
Oh,
CCAT.
Dude, the PA guy was like taking my lead. I
Yes.
started chants, and he
Yes.
would go along with them. you suck, Lil Tuck. Like I would keep it going.
Yes.
And the drinks started pouring. The hard ciders go down really easy. And eventually, during halftime, intermission, or whatever it is, they are doing auctions for charity. Wounded Warrior Foundation.
Short break.
Great organization. They are auctioning off experiences, auctioning off props. And I'm watching the World Series on my phone because it's the short break. I'm not really paying attention. So when someone goes, here it is for the Wounded Warrior Foundation, I go, woo! Raise my right or my left fist up and I pump. And he goes, that's $100, $100, $100. Turns out I was bidding on this trash can lid. That was
Wait,
used
make the
in
camera big. Make the on
micro-wrestling.
the stream like just CCAT. That
This
lid.
trash can lid that's used in micro wrestling last night, I bid on it. And of course, on my accidental bid, nobody else bid.
No one else
So I
bid.
ended up winning this trash can lid for $100.
You should have seen CCAT's
Oh
face
my
when he
gosh, bro.
realized that they were like $100 right there, and he was like, "Oh no, oh no," because he was cheering and just like rooting for the World Series game, and he had just bid on this trash can lid. They were auctioning off like a whole trash can, like the bottom part where it was like crushed and stuff.
Yeah.
They had some other
How
things
much did
like
that
belts.
go for?
That one up to like $350.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It was insane.
So you got a deal, kind of.
Yeah, so when I found out that I won, one of the benefits, you get to come out into the ring to retrieve your prize or whatnot.
And you declined that because you were too drunk.
Nope.
Oh, no. No,
Quite
he
the
did
opposite,
not.
my friend. I had made a V line to the ring, clean rolling under the ropes, almost fell over and decapitated myself on the bottom rope, stayed standing, and he handed me the mic. And I go, he goes, what's your name?
He handed the mic.
He goes, what's your name? I go, Christian Cat. Listen to ESPN West Palm 106.3 daily, 2 to 6 p.m.
We are not. He associated us with him?
Not once,
yeah.
but twice.
Twice.
Because he asked me, how do we listen again?
No! You can't listen because he's not a part of it. Don't.
Uh-huh. So everybody at Micro Wrestling in Boca last night knows to listen to ESPN 106.3. Theoretically speaking, from 2 to 4, Rizzo from 4 to 6.
Oh, my gosh.
But that's not where it really ended.
That
because,
didn't end it?
No.
Because while people were exiting the premises, they were giving me fist pumps saying, dude, you were the best part of it. Dude, we loved it. Man, how did we listen again? We got lifelong fans of the show now because of my antics at a Micro Wrestling show.
Well, okay, so I will commend you for that.
Yes.
Now that's stupid. That
All right, Theo. So
you having the lid is not. I feel bad for you. Did you at least run it by Deanna before you actually purchased the lid?
He had no
I
time.
did it on accident.
He did it
Like
on
but
time.
if you win an auction, you can't just back out. I accidentally bid and I accidentally won. So the guy walks up with a card reader and goes, "How do you want to pay?" So I'd scan my card for $100. But it did come with a pair of VIP
Wait, this is
tickets.
better.
Pair of VIP tickets the next time they come to town. And you know what the dollar value of those VIP tickets were?
How much?
$55 each. Got my money back.
my
Easy. I got a free
God.
trash can lid signed by each and every one of the Micro Wrestlers. Of course, you have Boss Lady Mama, Lil Tuck, Cactus Jack, Too Tall. And so to commemorate this exciting experience, Theo, I want you to hit me with a trash can lid.
You want me to hit you with a trash can?
I want you to hit me with the trash can lid. Can you please do it?
I don't feel like I have a choice now.
I did it with one of our teammates who was there last night, John O'Terry, before the show. I'll come to you.
Or you come to me. Yeah.
I'll come to you.
Yeah.
We'll make ourselves full screen.
Okay. And I have to hit you over the head?
You gotta bop him in the head.
Yes, you have to do it.
Do I do full strength? How does wrestling work? Are you gonna fake fall out, or do I have to actually whop you with it? I'm
halfway.
Not,
I will sell it.
Okay. Okay. And I've never done this before, C-Cat. You trust me?
Yeah.
You shrugged.
If the first one's not good, we'll do it again.
You shrugged.
All right? I'm
okay,
on my
so
way.
while you come on the way, Tina, can you tell people, we got these wonderful outfits from obviously different places. We should have went to a place called the Gardens Mall.
Yes. That was it.
That was C-Cat, not
That
me.
was C-Cat, I know.
Where's the Gardens Mall at?
The Gardens Mall is in Palm Beach Gardens. It is the premier shopping destination in Palm Beach County. And if you didn't get to see all the Halloween magic there this October, you can still celebrate the most wonderful time of the year at the Gardens Mall. Santa will be there for photos during mall hours. through Christmas Eve. Reserve your spot at whereissanta.com. The Kids Corner Holiday Shop in Nordstrom Court is open to kids, and you can pick out gifts for all their favorite people with help from Santa's special helpers. Plus, enjoy festive decorations and holiday events throughout the mall, the Gardens Mall, just 1 mile east of I-95 on PJ Boulevard. Join them for the holiday season and make magical moments with the whole family.
He's got the freaking lid.
Okay,
He's got the lid in here.
I need to record this.
He's got the lid in here. I'm about to either... I mean, I don't know. Like, is this... I got to ask those fans. Is this assault if
No,
you volunteer
I'm asking
for it?
I'm asking for it.
No, he's asking, yeah.
So you've heard that. He asked for it on record. So CCAT has walked over here by my mic, and here I am, and you can check it live on the YouTube stream. You'll hear it.
You're going to hear
You'll hear it, because I'm going to hit you hard enough for people to at least hear it on radio.
The acoustics of it are fantastic.
All right, perfect. Okay, so move the chair.
We're getting ready.
We got to get our stage set right here as I make my debut into micro wrestling with the one and only CCAT. All right. Do I have to run at you and hit you? All right, let me take
CCAT says yes.
I'll run to you.
All right, yeah. You run into me. We got to do this real wrestling style. So I'm over here.
Two
I'm
hands
hyping
on the
crowd
lid.
Whoa! I actually kind of slammed it a little hard. Are you okay?
That was good.
You want to go now? All right. Well, I don't have to get hit too. Yeah, I didn't know that was part of it.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Tick for tack. It's
Oh my
easy.
goodness.
Yes. Okay. 3, 2. That's what we do here. That's what we do here at ESPN West Palm. We kick ass.
I can't. This is hilarious.
Off balance a little bit. Okay, that was
We came
of all
off.
of the ridiculous things. Of all of the different ridiculous things, we gotta delete this comment off the YouTube chat. Somebody just said something really weird on our Prize Picks YouTube chat. I just made my debut in the micro wrestling. It didn't hurt. It was a big pop, but it didn't hurt. Tina, you're next.
No, I'm not.
It's that. Yeah, we're equal opportunities, Tina. You are next.
I thought it sounded, the pop of it
You
made me.
get hard.
It was two hand. It was two hand, and it was kind
Tina,
of
do you
straight
want-
down.
Yeah.
I don't want to be hit.
You don't want to be
Tina,
hit?
do you want to be
We
hit?
all got hit.
I'll
we
only
all
ask you
got
one
hit,
more time,
yeah.
Tina. Do you want to be hit?
Okay, I'm already in a bald cap. I
Yes.
might as well just go
Tina's
with it.
getting hit
Okay.
next. Tina's getting hit next. Okay, so who's going to hit Tina?
Do I
is the
have to
question.
fall? Do I?
Yeah, you have to fall. But make sure, do you have anything under that hospital gown?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm full. Yeah.
Okay. Just don't fall the wrong way. All right.
I
So
have to
C-Cat's
run
over there by
towards you?
Tina. We are making the
Oh my
trifecta
gosh.
happen. Tina's going to run towards C-Cat. She will be next to join the micro wrestling ring. She is about to get popped in the head. I want to hear how this sounds. All right. Ready? Go. Wow.
That was hard. I hit her really hard.
I was about to say.
Tina, are you okay?
She's not speaking. Is she unconscious?
I think I killed Tina.
I think you might have really done some damage there. We're gonna have to get her to the same doctors that Tua's been checking out.
Tina, I'm really sorry.
I'm
really sorry.
I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to continue doing radio here at ESPN 106.3. I do know one thing though. We have a future in micro wrestling.
I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. You got hit me so hard on the head though.
I don't know how I let y'all talk us into doing that. Dave is over there with now. Dave, are we allowed to do these things on air?
Do you guys still have Zaslow's number? I might need him tomorrow.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
this is not good.
This is absolutely
not good.
I think C-Cat took all his frustrations ever
did.
that he's had on to me.
Yes.
'Cause
The Yankees lost last night too.
Oh my gosh.
The Yankees lost last night. He's in the vibes of wrestling. He was a part of the show last night, and he took it all out on poor Tina. Because you're bald. Because you're bald.
I can't you see C-Cat's eyes with his wig right
Oh
now.
my gosh. You can watch that back on our YouTube stream at Theo Speak on YouTube. We'll also tweet it out from the station account at ESPN West Palm on X. But if you're wondering where to watch actual sporting events by licensed people who actually have signed waivers and are parts of leagues and are doing it, are getting paid to actually fight and be in combat, well, ESPN's got the hookup for that as well. ESPN has where to watch. And C-Cat, we've talked about this. Are you okay?
No. I'm physically okay.
Yes, okay, good.
I feel extremely guilty.
You're nervous. Like I can tell that.
I gotta like.
Are
You're
you
anxious
okay?
now.
I'm okay, C-Cat.
Yeah.
Are you positive?
I'm totally okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You totally hit me a little hard.
I think C-Cat is like.
I'm totally fine
He
though.
has that look in his eye.
He
I can
was
tell
worried.
he's
Yeah,
so
he was worried.
concerned. You can watch that back again on our YouTube stream at Theo Speaking on YouTube. I'm not sure if you'll be able to watch this tomorrow, but stick around and see. If you want to know where to watch all of the action in major sports leagues, including like what's happening tonight on Thursday Night Football, ESPN has you covered on ESPN.com and on the ESPN app. It's Where to Watch. The Where to Watch feature is good because it's been necessary as we've been moving all of these things to these different streaming platforms. We got Netflix. We got Amazon Prime Video. We got NBC's Peacock. And, of course, we have ESPN Plus and all of its wonderful features. ESPN Where to Watch will show you exactly how to find your event, and you're one click away from watching instantly. That's why it's perfect. That's why you should download the ESPN app today or go to ESPN.com and check it out for yourself. You'll love me for introducing you to that. C-Cat, we're going to go to break. We're going to check on Tina. We're going to get a doctor in here for Espresso Martina. And then hopefully if we are clear to continue doing a show here at ESPN 106.3, we can finally dig a little further into tonight's Texans-Jets game. That's C-Cat. He's walking on thin ice. That's Tina. Her head is a little bit concussed. I'm Theo Dorsey with Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text PEC to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text PEC to 321-321. That's PEC to 321-321.
Time now for a PNC pause. PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the lives of the customers they serve in the South Florida community. See how at PNC.com. You're listening to ESPN 106.3.
Your home for the Miami Dolphins in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast is ESPN 106.3.
It's time to put your fins up.
Don't miss a second of the action as Tyreek and company look to conquer the toughest division in football.
You're listening to ESPN West Palm's coverage of the Miami Dolphins.
Home or away, Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. Regular season or postseason, the Miami Dolphins play right here on ESPN 106.3.
Presented by Twin Peaks, South Florida Ford, and PNC Bank.
Fall in love with your favorite sweet treats at DQ Grill & Chill. Featuring the blizzards of the month, pumpkin pie with world-famous soft serve, real pumpkin pieces, whipped topping, and nutmeg. Or the French silk pie blizzard, combining all those iconic velvety rich flavors, plus new blizzards on DQ's fall menu, such as caramel java chip, Reese's Pieces cookie dough, and salted caramel truffle. If that's too much and need a quick kick, try the new DQ White Mocha Shake. DQ Grill & Chill with 2 locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road, and US 1, just south of North Lake.
ESPN 106.3 is presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
They can help you if you're in an accident, but your fantasy football team, not so much.
ESPN West Palm is highlighting the best performance of the week, presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Every week, a different team will be featured across ESPN 106.3 and ESPN West Palm Play. The winning performance receives $500, courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Do you know a team, player, or school with a killer performance? Nominate them by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Go where the pros go.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury.
Rule number 12. Report slip and fall injuries. Slip and falls can happen anywhere to anyone and may cause serious injuries. Property owners are liable for unsafe conditions. Even if there's a wet floor sign, a store owner can still be at fault. At Rubenstein Law, we make sure all your injuries are addressed and get you the compensation you deserve. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices throughout Florida.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Never dreamt of a career in wrestling until just moments ago. I understand the thrill now. It's something about smacking somebody with a trash can lid that just invigorates something in your soul.
I watched back the tape, and it doesn't look as bad as it was in the first-person point of view.
Yeah.
When I hit Tina, I thought that she'd come up bloody. I'll be honest. I was scared as hell. But the video doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
You're a champ, Tina.
You thought it was, oh, thank you very much.
It looked a little hard. It looked and sounded a little hard. And again, you can watch that back on our YouTube stream or on our X. And I'm glad that we're all okay. We will get checked out. We will go get our health checkups and make sure we're certainly good. I'll say this. I can't promise the same theater that we delivered here on Theoretically Speaking, but I can promise good vibes if you join us for the Coors Light College Football Rivalry Game of the Week. We're going to feature the University of Georgia taking on the University of Florida. This one's got a fun nickname. The ESPN West Palm Street team will be at Charlie's Bar and Grill in Stewart on Saturday, November 2nd, 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. You can enjoy $2.50 drafts and $15 buckets of ice-cold Coors Light. Show us your tailgate toss skills as well for a chance to win prizes courtesy of Palm Beach Autographs. You must be 21 or older to participate. Molson Coors reminds you to please drink responsibly. My head hurts a little bit. I don't know if my head hurts a little bit because I enjoyed myself a little too much after the Heat Knicks game last night, and you know, similar to C-Cat, had myself a good time. Had a few. Or if it hurts because you smacked me with a trash can lid and then I proceeded to hit my head on the floor.
I did not expect.
Oh, you hit the floor?
Little bit. It wasn't hard. I was cushioned by this Afro wig I have on though.
I did not expect today. I knew we were going to talk about the micro wrestling and you were going to have the costumes. I would have never thought that I was going to get hit in the head with a trash can lid. Or any of us.
And your ball.
And a ball.
Today went exactly as envisioned, if you ask me. This is why I hyped up the show. Because I knew that when I unveiled the signed trash can lid by the wonderful micro wrestlers in Boca last night, that we were to get domed with the trash can lid. I ran a test run before the show, and you know what? It all checked out, and I'm happy it happened. Thank you so much for partaking in one of the fantasies of my life.
Yeah, we fulfilled his fantasy there of wrestling while doing live radio. And he also didn't go too far. It almost went too far, but he didn't. He didn't hurt you.
One more time for the record, please.
What?
Christian Cat did not go too far.
Christian
I was
Cat
comfortable with the entirety of this radio show.
Well, Tina will be the one that you need to say that on the record. That's not.
I think both you equally. Tina, you good?
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I guarantee you I will never hit you with another trash can lid. That was a one-off.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. No repeats of that. No repeats of that. Tonight, we're going to get a dud of a football game, most likely, between the Jets and the Texans. But the Jets are favored. They're 2-6. Their backs are against the wall. Aaron Rodgers is, if he doesn't perform in this one, I'm telling you, C-Cat, he's been doing much more damage to his legacy than the good that could have came out of a great Jets run here. To me, it's like the negative is certainly outweighing the positive, and I think it's beyond the ceiling of what he could have reached. Even if he would have brought this team to the playoffs, won a couple of games in the playoffs, the lore of what his legacy is now, it wouldn't have got lifted that much more higher. But right now, I feel like it's taking a major hit, not just because of the way that he's rubbing everybody the wrong way, but also the terrible play. We just watched Brady successfully execute the jersey change late in his career as an old quarterback and win a Super Bowl. We saw Peyton Manning do the same thing. Aaron Rodgers came to the Jets, who were primed. They were a quarterback away a couple of years ago, and he said that Lombardi trophy is lonely. 2 years in, this is one of the most epic, in our time, in modern day, this is the most epic jersey swap collapse that we've seen a guy do late in his career. This is ugly.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that can rival it. Well, and
Joe Flacco's doing better in his late season jersey changes,
And you know what? Maybe what could rival it,
That trash can lid got your speech messed up.
Seriously. Russell Wilson to the Broncos, right? Of course, that is years back now, but that was horrible.
That was terrible.
That team looked god-awful for a couple of years with Russell Wilson when it was believed that he was not the problem in Seattle, that Seattle was holding him back.
Take the Steelers part out of it. The success we've seen from the past 2 games with Russell Wilson, was Russ's run with the Broncos worse than Aaron Rodgers? I would argue Rodgers has been worse because the expectations were higher on Rodgers. Nobody was talking Super Bowl with Denver.
Good point. Good point. We were talking about finally someone that could possibly challenge the division.
Yeah, they're like, remember that was the greatest division of all time. Mahomes, Herbert, Russell Wilson, and Derek Carr with Devontae Adams. That was the greatest division of all time coming into that year.
Yeah.
With quarterbacks and whatnot. And it was an absolute dud, but nobody ever thought he would even get the division crown. Not only did Aaron Rodgers have expectations of winning the division, he and they talked about Super Bowls. And instead of Super Bowls, they're going to have back-to-back years where they don't make the postseason, especially if they lose tonight. Season's over. Season's already over. It's definitely over if they don't get it done against the Texans tonight.
Oh, but absolutely. I'm just wondering, what does the rest of the season look like for the Jets? It seems like this entire signing of Aaron Rodgers was for these one-off years.
Yeah.
It's like, why are they even playing the rest of the games if you're a Jets fan? What's the point?
Can they even trade Aaron Rodgers? Who would want Aaron Rodgers right now?
Exactly. I mean, what is he not being provided in New York?
Yeah. Who has a better ecosystem than the Jets? Who's like, oh, we're an Aaron Rodgers away. You don't got Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, and that defense, quote unquote, that's supposed to be elite. Nobody has that set up right now. That's a quarterback away.
Breece Hall is electric.
Breece Hall and Braylon Allen.
Like, yeah, you can't ask for anything more. The only thing you can ask for is maybe a more nurturing environment.
Better coach.
But, dude, you're a 40-year-old man. Get over it and play better football.
You're supposed to bring that.
Yeah.
That's what the point of getting 40-year-old quarterback is, to bring a guy that sets the culture, sets the tone, and people can actually follow. But the problem is Aaron Rodgers rubs everybody the wrong way. He's disassociated himself with his teammates. He has he feels like a holier-than-thou kind of know-it-all type dude that also isn't living up to that. Like, if you're going to be that, you have to be good. And he's no longer as good as he used to be. So the Jets are bald.
They're bald.
And you hate bald people.
I don't.
I do think that it's time for us to segue out of that and right into, well, why are we? I don't want to hear my block. I want to hear Lil Ye right now.
You want to hear a little? All right.
It's time
Can
for
you
the
put your
last
wig
call.
back on too?
Put the wig on, dude. The people are begging for you to put the wig on.
I will put the wig on right after I find this last call music because it was deleted on our page.
It got deleted?
It got deleted. It's okay.
All
No,
right.
just as
You
quickly
find the
as it was
last call.
deleted,
Yeah.
it's back.
All right.
Good, I have to think of one.
Okay. So Tina's last call is always how we toast our way out of the show. She's dressed as 11 today. She has supernatural powers. We're Stranger Things themed characters here for Halloween on Theoretically Speaking. Black guy, white girl, white dude. It worked out. As you think about your last call to toast out of here for the happy hour, I'll give the good people a great call, and that's downloading Prize Picks. Download Prize Picks today and put in promo code THEOD. That's my name, THEOD. That's the promo code on Prize Picks. Yeah, it helps me a little bit, but also it helps you. You get $50 for free when you play a $5 lineup on Prize Picks. And everywhere I go, every game I watch, I make sure I submit a Prize Picks entry, because you have to feel it a little bit, right? You have an edge on it. Oh, I really do think Garrett Wilson won't draw the number one corner tonight, right? He's going to be able to stay away from a guy like Stingley. I'm going to hit more on his player projection. I'm going to hit more on his receiving yards. But then I look at Devontae Adams. I'm like, he's a little older right now. There's a higher chance of him maybe leaving the game early. Him and Aaron Rodgers have the connection, but the other team knows that. You don't think that D'Amico Ryans is going to be locked in on trying to keep Devontae Adams out of the game? Less on his projection. It's that easy. You do that throughout with player projections, 2 to 6 different stat projections, and your lineup can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks these days. Up to 100 times your money, right? And even if you have an injury, Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy program that has an injury insurance policy so that your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. If your player leaves the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your picks alive. That lineup still can survive. Download Prize Picks, promo code THEOD, $50 right in your pocket right there. Prize Picks, run your game. Tina, do we have a last call for the people to go out on a high note?
Yes. I actually looked up a Stranger Things quote.
Somebody said they couldn't figure out who you were. Yeah, you're Stranger Things 11.
A lot of people couldn't figure out who I was.
It makes sense. Do the hand thing.
I don't know how
just do like that. She looks like Stranger Things 11 when she does that.
You can't see. I feel like you just can't see the blood
blood
coming
needs to
out
be
my
more
nose.
pronounced,
Yeah. So this is just a quote from Stranger Things, but I think it's motivational.
I like it. So let's do it.
If you believe in this story, finish it. In a way, like if you believe in your own story.
Okay, if you believe in your own story,
finish it.
Finish it. Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I thought it was a fill in the blank.
No,
you
no,
wanted
no.
us to finish it. Okay, so say it again.
If you believe in this story, finish it.
Who said that from Stranger Things? Do you know?
Miss Wheeler.
Miss Wheeler, one of their teachers at the high school in Hawkins.
Yeah.
And she was a cutie, Miss Wheeler.
Oh.
Oh, it was Miss Wheeler. Oh, Miss Wheeler. All right.
Yeah, it's the pool scene.
Oh, Miss Wheeler. Oh, Miss Wheeler. All right.
And she had a weird thing for Max's older brother.
Yeah, They had that weird where he was flirting with her, and then it looked like they were gonna, do the nasty at some point. I was like, whoa, this is a kid show. They didn't do it. It's good.
When she said this, she was giving her daughter a pep talk about living up to her potential.
We can all take a lesson from Miss Wheeler. Stay away from the pool boy. Finish your story.
Yeah.
Live up to your potential.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We're Stranger Things team. That's Tina. This was the Happy Hour. That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey with Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees in the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 20 national championships, including the 2024 Women's Swimming and Diving Championship and 2023 football, lacrosse, and men's swimming and diving titles. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest.
VIP experiences await at South Florida's only PGA Tour event. The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches is upping the golf game. February 27th through March 2nd with new luxury hospitality venues. Host colleagues and clients at the Shoreline Suites. Mingle with friends and family in the 1909 Terrace. Or treat yourself to the ultimate VIP week at the Yellow Flamingo Club. Limited spots remain. Inquire now at thecognizantclassic.com.
Any business that wants to get to the top and stay there requires a dedicated team to implement a winning game plan, and professionals provide business advisory and consulting services such as audit, accounting, tax, HR, and more. Eisner Amper Business Advisors help clients transform their companies, build capital, innovate processes, and mitigate risk. For industry-specific strategies that meet your needs in South Florida, make Eisner Amper part of your solution. Visit EisnerAmper.com/solution.
Lease the new 2024 Range Rover Evoque 250S today at Land Rover Palm Beach for only $499 per month with a 42-month lease and only $47.50 down, plus fees and first month's payment. Head over to Land Rover Palm Beach today, located on Okeechobee Boulevard just past the Turnpike, or visit LandRoverPalmBeach.com to set up a test drive of the new 2024 Range Rover Evoque 250S. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Our teammate JMP wants to get hit with the trash can lid. It's catching on.
Like right now?
I don't know if he can do it. JMP, if you hear me, come in the studio and C-Cat will hit you with the trash can lid right now on the stream. As he's doing that, I'm going to tell you all about Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, because Baptist Health might be where we all need to go after this. They don't really deal as much in specifically head injuries, but is joint pain affecting your quality of life? Because at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, Our team is experienced in traditional joint replacement surgery as well as new, less invasive treatments with the goal of returning you to what you love as quickly as possible. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. JMP, you are in a Luigi costume. You cannot avoid this. You asked to be hit with the trash can lid. Get in here and get hit.
I'm not going to do it if it's off camera.
Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, and spine and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Luigi has entered the room. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care's office is conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. One last smackdown from micro wrestling of the trash can lid that C-Cat accidentally went and got on his own. I'm not sure why he thought it wise to raise his hand and shout at a place in the middle of an auction. He thought he was cheering, but instead he bid $100 on a trash can lid. So here's the thing. Y'all aren't on camera right now. Tina's camera's not on. You would have to either come over here, switch it over. Okay, our guy Jacob switched it. Okay, y'all are on camera now. Luigi, back over there. C-Cat's going to smack you with a trash can lid, and then we'll give out our punchline picks. There we go. C-Cat is Argyle. This is perfect. Yep. Turn mic 2 on if you can, Jacob. Turn mic 2 on. Push the button so we can hear the smack. And then we'll go. Jacob is very nervous to hit that board. It's live radio. Jacob, if you screw this up, it's all over with, man. The internship's done.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear us? There we go. I hear you. Yeah, you're good. The mic is on. JMP is Luigi. And Argyle's going to give you a smack in 3, 2, 1. You got to hit him harder than that.
All right, no, he didn't sell it. He didn't sell it.
Sell it harder. No, come back,
give me
JMP.
a Luigi laugh.
Yeah. All right, now hit him again.
No, I'm not going to do it again. Everyone gets one.
Oh, my gosh. This guy, C-Cat, stingy with the smackdowns. You got nervous. Hit the guy.
Game over.
Oh, my. Hit him.
I'm not going to do it again.
C-Cat's so scared, so nervous. Hit him again. Hit him, yeah. He got to fall out. Luigi has to fall out. Ain't that the Mario sound?
I forget the Mario sounds.
That's one of them.
Yeah, that's the bad guys.
Right, and you're the bad guy in that sense. Okay, that was fun. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, Luigi. Thank you, JMP, for being a part of that. We had 4 trash can smacks on Theoretically Speaking that beat the previous record of 0. Thanks to C-Cat, Tina, Brian McLevin-Rowitz, and the gang pulling up on micro wrestling in Boca Raton last night. That was a lot of fun.
It was a great time.
What a Halloween special of Theoretically Speaking. Looking back on this in some years, I'm going to hope that the video is somehow deleted and archived in a place where my future kids will never see, but it happened here. We don't have time to give out the punchline picks today.
No, we have one more day to conjure them up.
Yes.
Those boys at Russo and Rizzo, they got to give their picks first now.
They're nervous. So we have punchline picks. Do we know the standings right now as we pick against the football spread over the weekend? And the loser of punchline picks between Theoretically Speaking and Russo and Rizzo has to do stand-up comedy. Do we know the standings?
It's either tied or we're leading by 1 pick. So it might as well just be tied.
Let's just say it's about tied right now. We'll run through the standings and make sure of that. And then tomorrow we will deliver our punchline picks. We've been on a heater, so you're going to want to tap in and see where you might want to tell us this time. We also get an extra day to research these picks. You might want to tell us this time on punchline picks. C-Cat, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Last night was rough for both of us.
Yeah.
The ending of last night. Your Yankees not getting a chance to extend it, to bring it back to LA and shift the pressure on the Dodgers the way that it happened as well. And then for me, watching Carl Anthony Towns, who, remember at Media Day, Tyler Hero looked both of us in the eye and said, the Knicks lost that trade with the Timberwolves sending Cat to the Knicks and Julius Randle and DiVincenzo out over to Minnesota. He said they lost that trade. There's the beef between Jimmy Butler and Carl Anthony Towns, and somehow on Pat Riley Court, at home, on Pat Riley Court, that Miami Heat team let Carl Anthony Towns come into their house and turn it into Madison Square Garden. That was embarrassing last night for the Heat.
I didn't catch any of the game.
44 for Cat.
Hero had 34, though.
Hero was hooping. But where were Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo?
Jimmy's going to be the best player on the court in that game. He has to.
He has to at least be top 5. He was absent, bro. There was a moment in the fourth quarter with about 5 or 6 minutes left where somebody threw the ball to Jimmy on an outlet. He lackadaisically went after it, and it ended up in a turnover because he tried to pull it in with a lethargicness about him, as if this is not a game that's coming down to the battle, to the wire.
I know exactly what you're talking about because last night at Micro Wrestling, Too Tall was on the top rope, hot dogged it, and his legs got chopped out from under him. He fell to the ring.
And he lost?
He lost.
Just like the Heat.
Uh-huh.
You got to lock in on these big moments, man. It was really infuriating. So Heat fans out there, I'm right alongside you. I'm frustrated. This team looks like a shell of itself. Bam Adebayo's one major moment was we saw two influencer girls courtside kiss on the kiss cam on the big screen at Kaseya Center. And the very next shot was a shot of Bam Adebayo staring up at it, lovingly smiling. ESPN 106.3.
I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. Tuesday, November 5th is Election Day, and the polls are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Find where you vote at votepalmbeach.gov. Remember to bring your photo and signature ID. If you still have a mail ballot, you can either vote in person at your polling location, drop it off at one of our drop-off locations during designated hours, or bring it to our main office by 7 p.m. on Election Day. It's an honor to serve and ensure your vote counts.